Raizo was only 8 years old, but his life had already become hell. Every single day, he went through brutal training. The scars on his body showed how much pain he had endured. He was allowed to walk only on his toes. If his heels touched the ground, punishment was guaranteed. All of this was done by a mysterious ninja organization. Their goal was not to raise good human beings, but to create deadly killers. The leader of this organization was Kimichi. He was Raizo's master, cold, strict, merciless. He believed a ninja had no right to be weak. Pain, to him, was just another training tool. Years passed. Raizo grew into a dangerous warrior, but deep inside, a small piece of humanity still survived. During one fight, he did not strike his enemy with full force. That mercy made Kimichi furious. He punished Raizo harshly and said, "If you survive tonight, training continues tomorrow." Raizo was broken inside, but he refused to give up. He survived the night. After that, Kimichi considered him his special student, but being special slowly became a burden. Every year, more cruelty was expected from him. Kill without looking, feel without hearing, and a question began to grow inside Raizo. Is this power meant for something better? That question would one day turn into a fire strong enough to destroy the entire ninja clan. Fighting in the dark was a ninja's greatest skill. At first, it was nearly impossible, but Raizo had natural talent. Soon he was defeating enemies with ease. He became stronger every day, yet his heart was changing too. In that cold and ruthless world, his heart found a little warmth. Her name was Kiriko. Kiriko was different from the others. She was kind. She believed in freedom. She once said, "If you tie even a tree for too long, it will dry out." In one battle, Kiriko won, but she refused to kill her opponent. That became her biggest mistake. Without mercy, Kimichi slashed her face. He felt no compassion. A beautiful flower blooming in the desert was never meant to survive. Kiriko was locked inside a cage. Raizo watched, helpless. Anger, fear, powerlessness, everything burned inside him at once. One stormy night in heavy rain, Kiriko tried to escape. Raizo followed her. "Come with me," she said. "Let's run away." Raizo hesitated. "I belong here. I can't leave." She understood his fear. She gave him a soft kiss. Then she climbed the wall alone and disappeared into the darkness. But fate was not on her side. Kimichi had already prepared a trap. She was captured and dragged back. In the master's eyes, escape meant betrayal. Something inside Raizo began to break. Now it wasn't just about right or wrong. It was about one painful question. Is being human really a crime? By the old rules, her mistake was paid in blood. The master who raised her took her life himself. In that moment, something inside Raizo died forever. Years passed. Raizo turned his hatred into strength. He completed his training. One day, Kimichi gave him his first mission: kill a man wearing a large watch. Raizo attacked. At first, the man seemed strong. The strikes didn't do much damage, but Raizo was faster. With speed, precision, and patience, he slowly drained his enemy's strength. In the end, Raizo killed him. His first mission was complete. Kimichi was happy, but he wanted full proof of loyalty, so he gave Raizo another order. This time, he had to kill a young ninja girl who wanted to escape. Same situation, same painful memories. Raizo remembered Kiriko again, and at that moment, something inside him broke. His humanity woke up. In 1 second, he attacked his own master. He was no longer just a student. He had become human. Ninjas surrounded him from all sides. Raizo fought them one by one. He was very strong, but they were too many. He was badly injured. In the end, they threw him from a great height. Everyone thought he was dead, but the story was not over. Raizo was alive. He changed his name. He left the city and disappeared. Inside him, a fire of revenge was burning. That fire grew stronger every day. He trained very hard. He made his body as strong as iron. He made his own weapons. He worked to make them more deadly. With swords in both hands or a chained weapon, he could fight without even looking. His aim was perfect. Even with closed eyes, he could strike correctly. Hate and revenge made him powerful. Raizo secretly collected information. He kept watching his old master and the Ozunu clan. He waited for the right time to take revenge for his love. One day he was working in a laundry shop. A beautiful and confident woman came inside. She asked him to fold bed sheets. Suddenly she attacked him. Raizo was ready. They fought fiercely. The noise brought the shop owner outside. When he looked inside a machine, he was shocked. Instead of clothes, the woman's body was inside. Now Raizo understood. The clan knew he was alive. At the headquarters of Europol, a senior officer named Mika found an old clue. She discovered that in the 19th century, a Korean queen was murdered. The Ozunu ninja clan was behind it. The shocking truth was that the clan still existed. Mika started investigating. Old records showed their price never changed. They always charged 100 gold bars. They kidnapped children and trained them in secret camps in snowy mountains. There, they turned them into killers. If someone received an envelope with cut fingers inside, it meant they were the next target. These ninjas attacked in darkness. They cut the power first, then they killed silently. Even modern weapons failed against them. After hearing this, her boss Maslow became interested. He received an old file from Moscow. It was from the Cold War era. It said that hundreds of political assassinations were done by the Ozunu clan. He traveled to Russia to meet the agent who wrote the report, but the agent had been killed 2 years earlier. His wife gave Maslow a box. Inside were photos and a recording. The video showed the agent's murder. A young Japanese man's face was seen. Mika became sure the agent was killed to hide the truth. She continued the investigation, but they were being watched. The CIA and military raided their office. They were warned to stop the investigation.